Moldova, as a small and economically vulnerable country, faces several challenges in relation to the war in Europe, especially the conflict in Ukraine, which has had a serious regional impact since 2022. Here are some of the main aspects of how Moldova is dealing with the situation. Humanitarian response. Moldova has responded to the war in Ukraine with a remarkable humanitarian response. Despite its limited resources, the country has taken in thousands of refugees from Ukraine. The Moldovan government and various NGOs are working together to provide shelter, medical care and social services for the refugees. Security concerns. Moldova's geographical proximity to Ukraine and the presence of the breakaway region of Transnistria, where Russian troops are stationed, exacerbate security concerns. Moldova is endeavoring to secure its borders while avoiding an escalation that could drag the country into conflict. Diplomatic efforts. Moldova has intensified its diplomatic efforts to obtain international support and security guarantees. The country is seeking close relations with the European Union and other Western partners. In 2022, Moldova was granted EU candidate status, which is seen as an important step towards strengthening its European integration and improving regional security. Economic impact. The war in Ukraine has also had a significant economic impact on Moldova. The disruption to trade and rising energy prices have put further strain on the country's already strained economy. Moldova is heavily dependent on energy imports, particularly gas, and is endeavoring to find alternative energy sources and diversify its energy supplies. Domestic political stability. The crisis has also affected Moldova's domestic political landscape. The government must find a balance between the pro-European stance and the pro-Russian population, particularly in Transnistria. This requires skillful political maneuvering in order to maintain national unity and at the same time act on an international level. Moldova thus faces a complex mix of humanitarian, security, diplomatic and economic challenges, which have been exacerbated by the war in Ukraine. The country is actively working to strengthen its resilience while playing an active role in the international community to protect its interests and mobilize support. Chisinau, also known as Chisinau, is the capital and largest city of the Republic of Moldova. It plays a central role in the political, economic and cultural affairs of the country. Here are some important aspects of Chisinau in the 21st century. Political and administrative importance. As the capital, Chisinau is home to the most important government buildings and diplomatic missions. The city is also the administrative center of the country, from where national policies are controlled and implemented. Economic center. Chisinau is the economic heart of Moldova. Business life, services and industry are concentrated here. Despite the country's economic challenges, Chisinau is home to many of Moldova's largest companies as well as numerous international firms. Population and demographics. The city has a dynamic demographic and attracts people from all parts of Moldova in search of better living conditions and job opportunities. This has led to population growth, although the country as a whole is affected by emigration. Cultural center. Chisinau is an important cultural hub in Moldova. The city is home to several museums, theaters, an opera house and offers a wide range of cultural events and festivals that reflect both local traditions and modern influences. Education and research. Chisinau is home to the country's most important educational institutions, including the Moldovan State University and the Technical University of Moldova. The city is a center for research and development, particularly in the fields of science and technology. Infrastructure. The city has seen significant investment in its infrastructure in recent years, including the modernization of public transport and road rehabilitation. However, challenges remain in terms of urban development and the quality of public services. Chisinau continues to face many challenges, including the need for economic diversification, improvements in public services and infrastructure, and addressing social issues. Despite these challenges, the city remains a vibrant center that contributes significantly to Moldova's development. Moldova, officially known as the Republic of Moldova, is a country in Eastern Europe that has experienced a number of political, economic and social challenges in the 21st century. Here are some key aspects of Moldova's recent history and current situation. Political development. Since its independence from the Soviet Union in 1991, Moldova has experienced a turbulent political landscape. The country is divided between a pro-Russian and a pro-Western orientation. The 21st century has seen several changes of government, often accompanied by political instability and allegations of corruption. Since 2009, the country has pursued a clear path towards European integration, including the signing of the association agreement with the European Union in 2014. Economic situation. Moldova's economy is one of the poorest in Europe, heavily dependent on agriculture and remittances from Moldovan citizens living abroad. Economic progress is hampered by corruption and a weak legal infrastructure. Nevertheless, Moldova has endeavored to diversify its economy and encourage foreign investment in recent years. Social challenges. Moldova struggles with significant social challenges, including high emigration rates leading to a declining population. This has an impact on the economy and the social fabric of the country. The education and healthcare systems are also under pressure and in need of reform and investment. Foreign relations and geopolitical situation. Moldova's geopolitical position between the European Union and Russia characterizes its foreign policy. The country is a member of several international organizations, but does not aspire to NATO membership. The Transnistria conflict, a long unresolved territorial dispute with a pro-Russian separatist region, remains a central point of tension. Cultural identity. Moldova is culturally and historically closely linked to Romania, which is reflected in its language, traditions and culture. The issue of national identity plays an important role in Moldovan society and also influences domestic and foreign policy decisions. In the 21st century, Moldova continues its complex transformation process, which is characterized by internal challenges and external influences.